Again, that's it. We're stocking you up with ideas as to how to keep yourself busy tonight if you have to stay inside.
And warm.
Yes, especially warm and safe for that matter too.
Yeah.
Because we got the ice moving in. We've already got it up on Super Doppler 8. You can see some of that working its way into the southwestern edge of the state. Don't have confirmed reports of this making it all the way down to the ground just yet. But again, as we head into the next few hours here, we likely will, as that area in pink is the spot that I'm talking about where that freezing rain is starting to push its way in. Rest of the state right now largely dry. We've got overcast skies though, so it's been a bit of a dreary and cold one. But you look to the southwest where that rain's falling right now. Again, not any reports anyway of any partially covered roads just yet, but that will continue to surge its way to the northeast, and as it does so, that is going to spread widely across the western half of the state. By 7 p.m. that is out in West Des Moines, down near Indianola, Osceola, and it's going to continue to push its way northeast. Keep your eye on the temperatures here. As we've got this precipitation moving overhead, we are well below freezing across the entire state. So wherever that rain falls, it's going to stick. And the problem is that's the way it's going to be for a while. Even as we head into tomorrow morning, 1 a.m., more robust moisture starts to form through southeastern portions of the state. Temperatures still sub-freezing. Lamoni at 3 a.m. sitting at 32 degrees. So we will eventually start to see some of that warmer air finally move in and overtake that cold. But it could be until 8, 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning before we see that really start to take place across the southern half of the state. And for the northern portion of the state, it may take even longer than that. And that's going to lead to increased ice accumulations across portions of the state. So heavier rain to the southeast, though. Ottumwa finally at 36 by 2 p.m. And as we head in towards the evening hours, you can see northern portions of the state still dealing with a wintry mix. Could see some ice pellets at times. And that freezing rain and even a little bit of light snow mixing in. That departs Sunday morning. Well, we're finally out of this mess, but we have got decent potential for quite a bit of ice accumulation, especially those eastern portions of the state that are under that ice storm warning. We could see as much as 4/10 of an inch in spots and fairly widespread amounts over 1/10 of an inch. So please, if you don't have to drive late tonight and especially tomorrow morning, please do not. And even if you do, rethink those plans, because the roads will quickly become treacherous and we'll eventually start to see that transition over to rain. And then we've got prime melting temperatures Sunday and Monday. But the next around 18 hours or so, we're going to be treacherous on the roads. Temperatures back in the 30s by the middle of next week.